don't laughable, bro.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't know what any of your teams is doing. For real. I don't know what direction Denver going. I don't know what direction Sacramento's going. I don't know what direction anybody's going. I don't know,
I'm just out here. I just like sports, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a UK fan.
Okay.
Basketball, not football.
Hey, them boys down in the Bills going crazy, too. They really do it. Whatever they call, he got them bleeding. There we go. He got them bleeding. They going to do something.
He said the Bills?
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, bro. It'll be an interesting game.
You talking about football and basketball?
Oh.
Y'all don't pay much attention to football.
I know y'all. I'm not with you.
I know you live down there, and I'm sure I saw you were here, bro.
What's that?
We about to take over the world.
Oh, yeah.
Pat Kelsey.
Come on, bro. They own it.
I told one they said, well, y'all don't have one player on y'all roster that UK wanted. Not one person.
Yeah, they do.
Who?
There you go.
Yeah, they do.
There you go, bro. You know he's going to throw
Y'all
this
ain't recruited one that we wanted, bro.
We're going to be all right. We good, bro.
UK ain't got nobody Louisville on it.
That's all right.
That's cool.
They couldn't
That's
have
cool.
anyone.
We're going to be good, both ways.
And hope we trust.
Okay. Hold on to that.
Maybe to cut the next campaign going.
Yes.
We'll get that campaign
Yes.
going.
Number 9.
I'm trying to tell you.
Hey man, what's up? What's happening? You already know who it is and what it is. It's your boy Nephew Q, host of the world's most dangerous sports show, Beyond the Game. And you already know what it is. I got my constituents, my homeboys, my brothers from another mother in the building with me today. I got LeBron James' biggest fan. I got the president of the LeBron James fan club. Bronny in there too. Ralph there, Bronny there. Savannah there, Zuri there, Pete there, everybody there. I got Ralph Clay in the Clay. Say what's happening, man.
What's up, bro? I'm just happy to be back, man. We got a lot to talk about.
Man, we got a lot to talk about, and we got a lot to talk about with this dude in the building who just jumped up in here. If y'all watching via Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live, this dude has on about $10,000 worth of clothes right now.
10,000?
20. He got on clothes that I don't even think you can find. The only people who have access to the clothes he got is Jay-Z, Beyonce, Dr. Dre, Eminem, 50 Cent. These are the people that shop where Jones shop at. But I got the world-renowned Jones in the building. Jones, say what's happening.
Man, what's going on? Glad to be back, man.
Oh, man.
A lot to say, man.
Yeah, you got a lot to say?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then let's get into it, man. We got the whole Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese situation going on. Man, a lot of people think that it's Caitlin Clark versus the WNBA. So I'm going to throw it over to my fellas real quick. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and give my take on this joint, man. I don't think it's the WNBA versus Caitlin Clark. I think it's the media portraying the WNBA versus Caitlin Clark, because if you look at it, it seems like the only time we pay attention to Caitlin Clark, not when she's hooping, but when something's happening to her and it's being broadcast of this is what's happening to Caitlin Clark. Not Caitlin Clark had 30, not Caitlin Clark had 8 assists. It's look what's being done to Caitlin Clark. So I don't think that it's the WNBA versus her. I think it's the media portraying it that way, because people like what do they want people to do? Like, do they want people to like coddle her and praise her and what, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the players are supposed to do with Caitlin Clark? Like, it's a competitive league, it's professionals out there, and these ladies, they want to see if you like how you really was a guy. I want to see if you really like that. So in order to do that, I got to get in your grill a little bit.
Are you that dog that everybody say you are?
You feel me? So the thing with Caitlin Clark, I'll pass it over to you. The thing I don't like is that she likes to throw rocks and hide her hands a lot, meaning that she'll do some sneak stuff, and then when it's retaliated against her, I don't know, I ain't do nothing. Take it for instance against the Chicago Sky. She elbowed, I think it's what's her homegirl's name? Yeah, she elbowed her in the throat. Was talking ish to her all the way up the court. Homegirl retaliated. Everybody seen the retaliation. They didn't see what led up to it. So now this poor little victim, Caitlin Clark. But man, I don't think it's the WNBA versus her. I think it's just the media portraying it that way. But Ralph Clay, what's your thoughts, man?
Thank you. I think you hit it on the head, bro. I'm in total agreement with you. I ain't gonna say total, but I do agree with a lot of what you said. I think the media and the way they're portraying a lot of things have created the jealousy, and I hate using the word jealousy, but I just feel like the way that they're putting her on a pedestal is creating some frustration with the WNBA players. A lot of these ladies are superstars in that league.
Come on
been
now.
Superstars for many years.
Come on now.
And it's like they only want to focus on one player,
Come on now.
player only. I get that Caitlin Clark. Let's not get it twisted. Caitlin Clark is bringing a lot of attention to
Of course.
the WNBA. She
Of
is
course.
bringing ticket sales. She is bringing revenue to the WNBA, which is going to overall help everybody. But when you just put one person out there as if the WNBA wouldn't be anything without this person, I feel like that's kind of the feeling that a lot of these women are getting, and they just don't like it. But for me, I also feel I don't feel like Caitlin Clark is asking for any of this. I think Caitlin Clark has went out there and balled and done what she's supposed to do, and she just happened to go to 2 straight Final Fours, 2 straight championship games, and you know she couldn't get the job done. But she is a baller, and I think she just wants to go out there and play basketball. And I think the media is hurting her more than they're helping her, and they're creating this this tension. That's causing a lot of players to, kind of want to test Caitlin and see what you really got. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like they would test her regardless because she is a rookie, and you got to go through that rookie year. But at the same time, I think they're bringing a lot more pressure on the Caitlin Clark that needs to be there. So the media needs to chill out. I just want to see Caitlin go out there and ball. Like you said, we can't even go out there and say Caitlin had 17-5 and whatever it is. We're just worried about how did they treat Caitlin during that basketball game. And that's not how
when you a high profile rookie like she is coming into the league, with coming in with accolades and achievements, they automatically put a target on your back because we want to see what you like. It's not that the target is on Caitlin Clark's back. We'll get to this a little bit later because of who she is. As it pertains to her skin tone, is because of what she did in college. We want to see. We want to see that. Okay, well, all right, then let me see you get 30 against me then.
Right.
Lace them up, Jones. What's your thoughts, man?
Man, I feel like Caitlin Clark's a star. I do feel like it's both ways. I don't feel like the girls are necessarily hating or being too physical with her. The Shanity Clark thing was just isolated
a bit. Yeah,
so before that, it was kind of tough on her, and her coming with that whole fan base. Of course, the media is going to hype it. They want to see it. She's bringing a lot of attention. So of course, the other ladies are going to raise and elevate their play, especially with the spotlight she's getting. I do think the WNBA kind of dropped the ball with her coming. I mean, she's a star, and it ain't even about being coddled, but she's a star.
Of course.
You put up against the 2 best teams.
Right out the gate,
and it's getting blown out. So, of course, her fans are upset, but I think she's coming along just fine. I mean, she is still breaking records, and she's having a great rookie year. Bro. But, the Shanity Clark thing, when you say, she did that first, really, the play that happened before when they was going for the ball and she got elbowed, that was a basketball play.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Shanity Clark was definitely wrong for
how she retaliated.
And Angela Reese she made herself look even worse to me. Standing up.
Yeah.
Are you
talking about from the bench? Oh, yeah.
It was unnecessary, man.
That was really unnecessary.
I'm cool with it.
I mean,
but see, because we got to make up our minds, right? Do we want people to be friendly, or do we want this type of action? Because in the NBA, what do we say? Oh, players is too friendly. Well, Angel Reese ain't trying to be Caitlin Clark's friend, and just like you alluded to, she's like, yeah, give it to him. So what do we want? We can't have it both ways.
So the only reason I say I didn't like it because let's go back and look at the other games that have been played in the WNBA this year. Right. The foul that happened to Angel Reese, where the woman from the Connecticut Sun, Thomas, where she grabbed her around her neck and pulled her down. Now that was way worse than what happened to Caitlin Clark.
That was worse.
But we would push that under the rug as if that never happened. You know what I'm saying? They said something about it, but I'm saying if you want to go with.
But hold on, not to cut you off, Clay. It was in the media, but think about this, Jones. It's Wednesday, and we still talking about what happened on Saturday.
I mean, because Caitlin Clark is that star, man. We got to understand she has an exciting game, and it's a fan-friendly game. I mean, Reese does not have a fan-friendly game.
She doesn't have a fan-friendly game. I mean, she doesn't have the most polished game in the world, but she came in with a name, though.
I get it. I'm a fan too. She's great. She's athletic and she plays with a lot of heart. But she really can't shoot. Her post moves.
That's why I said she's not as polished as you would like for her.
She's just not a scorer like Caitlin Clark.
She's not a scorer.
But Caitlin Clark don't play defense
like Angel Reese.
So how many of those type of players turn out to be superstars and in the media?
I look at Angel Reese as Draymond Green.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, not in a bad way, which is like a glue person is going to, do the dirty work. They're going to do the things that you're not really going to see
I see
in the box score.
because the big men are always jealous of guards, right?
Yeah.
Shaq's still saying, "Where's his recognition?" You know what I'm saying? I mean, what shoes do we wear? Pennies, Jordans, Robinsons.
We always go shine the
Shaq.
light on the score.
You feel me? I mean, that's just what it is. So it's
Shaq,
that kind
you never
of
really
jealousy.
made a good shoe. I think you made one, Shaq.
Do y'all think they are jealous of Caitlin Clark
Absolutely.
or Angel Reese?
But like
Absolutely.
I was saying,
I think people are jealous of Angel Reese.
but I think that like we both said, or maybe all of us said, I think the media is pushing that.
But
I
also think,
the way that they're pushing Caitlin Clark.
I think Angel Reese is losing a lot of fans for the stuff that she's doing.
It's the antics.
Because it's the antics. And I'm not really a big fan of hers. And I know a lot of people's like, man, you just hate. But to me, it's her character that she's showing.
I hate that when just because you don't like somebody or you
something
they do, you're a hater.
Nah,
bro. It's just
I didn't like what she did at championship game.
Absolutely.
I didn't like that. She caused LSU a championship, honestly.
Mm.
With their chemistry issues, she got suspended because, everybody say it's assumption and all this. She got suspended
because got bigger than the game.
She got bigger than the game.
100%.
So let's talk about the jealousy and the you can't really comment on Angel Reese. This is more so towards Jones because let's just call it what it is. Like in the black community, you're supposed to like everybody black, no matter what,
right.
Whatever they do.
No.
And Jones is like, yeah, I mean, she's cool, but that just ain't my time. Talk to me, Jones, about the backlash you've kind of gotten with saying like, you really.
Yeah, everybody thinks everybody think I'm a hater because I'm not a big Angela Reese fan. But I'm the type of person, man. I'm all about character. I'm not gonna put that to the side and root for you just because we're the same color.
Right.
If you're a bad person in your character. And I'm not saying she is, I ain't. All I can do is judge what I see.
Based off what you see.
Based off what I seen. I seen the taunting thing, then her getting suspended, kind of messing up their chemistry. Yeah. It's always a me type attitude. And I mean, it's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Then you just don't rock with that.
I just don't rock with it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I had an issue with her clapping when the girl hit the hard foul on Caitlin Clark. I want you to be there to support your team, but
then she came back and hit her with her own elbow, right?
Yeah.
And then you said something to her down the court.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah. And then the first thing she went to the media and said was, "Well, it's not just about Caitlin Clark. What about me?"
I did not like that.
We gonna get to that in a second.
Like it,
so do y'all think it's a league-wide jealousy, or do you think it's just a little pocket of jealousy?
It's a little. I mean, she's coming with a wave of a lot of people, and she's doing a lot. She's bringing a lot of fans. A lot of people that are new watching her are giving her so much credit that she didn't ask for or didn't deserve. But it just is what it is. And I think the superstars in the WNBA are just making the best of it. You don't really hear Asia Wilson and them.
I ain't heard a peep from Asia Wilson.
And she is the best player in the league.
And
Taurasi and them, they bring it along, and it's going to be tough. And it's not necessarily everybody thinks because you root for Caitlin Clark, you think she's the best. No, we're just following the journey.
Yeah.
When LeBron came in the league, we didn't expect him to be the best.
I did.
Nobody. Of course you did. That's crazy. I looked at some old videos. It's ridiculous.
It is, bro.
How long you been saying
It's
that, man?
ridiculous, bro.
It's utterly ridiculous.
Come on, man.
21 years ago against the Sacramento Kings when LeBron Ramon James made his NBA debut, when he took his first fadeaway jumper, I said, you know what? We are looking at the best basketball player ever.
He was the best before he had his first championship.
We talking about the WNBA. Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
so when LeBron dresses up as Joanna, man.
It's crazy. He probably could have played about 10 more years.
Man. But man, we're going to take a quick commercial break here on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. We'll be come back. We'll get to some more of Jones's comments. We'll talk about some more jealousy up in the WNBA. And we'll also talk about, Jones's Lakers and what we're going to do with our next head coach.
Let's go, baby.
Here on Beyond the Game.
Let's go. JJ, I like JJ.
As what a player?
Huh?
As what a player?
I like JJ.
As an analyst?
You like analytics? You got to like JJ. You root for Pope? Don't contradict yourself on that now.
Yeah.
If you root for Pope and analytics, how can you not root for JJ, Mr. Analytics?
Yeah.
That's your argument?
Yeah. Talk to him, Jones. Talk to him about our
Lakers. Did you see the podcast?
deserve this position, bro.
What
The
did he
same
do?
thing Steve Nash did.
It ain't no. I think what he did, he just got a great basketball mind, and he's so detailed, and he studies the game. Well, you can't pass. Sometimes
He sounds like LeBron in the room with Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss.
fuck no, man.
Like you said.
He's got a great mind. You know,
It's the truth, though. I mean, bro, when and we've seen it, right? Every time he was on First Take, he's chopping him. I'm like, man, he's really getting into.
Bro, I swear you sound like LeBron.
I'm saying this is what I feel, though. I liked him anyway. Before that, when I
As a
sat
head
down,
coach of an NBA team,
I mean,
Why not?
who else can you? It's only.
But no, but don't answer that, Ralph. Don't answer that, Ralph.
Darvin Ham went to the NBA Finals last year.
Who did?
Darvin Ham.
I'm cool. On
Who's
him.
that?
I never thought.
I see.
Who's that?
I'm cool.
Who's that? I don't know.
Y'all forgot about him that quick.
I don't
No,
know.
I
But
didn't forget about him. I never thought he was the guy anyway.
I don't even know nobody by the name of Darvin.
I never thought he was. Dude, we got to look at who we got. We got a guy in LeBron whose basketball IQ is through the roof.
Yep.
You have to have a coach who's going to
let him
either
do
match
whatever
that
he wants to do on the court.
or just
No, it's
match
not
the
even that
IQ.
because
just match that IQ.
Yeah.
You can't have a player. You can't have a coach. You can't have a player outworking the coach as far as scheming and game plan.
Because he's gonna be like, what is he
You
talking
can't.
about?
You know what I'm
bro?
saying? You
Welcome
can't.
back to Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. We're talking a little Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark in the WNBA, and we're gonna move it along because it's talking about, man, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and the whole WNBA. It's kind of you would be dumb to think that race didn't play a factor in what you see right now and how everything is being portrayed. So, Ralph, I'm gonna throw it over to you. How big of a factor has race played in not only the portrayal of Angel Reese, the portrayal of Caitlin Clark, but the WNBA and how they perceive those two as well?
Well, we can start with Angel Reese. I mean, the villain role that got placed upon Angel Reese. You know, she was doing some things as far as antics, as far as trash talking and kind of rubbing it in people's faces when they were winning games and things like that. So they definitely got painted as the villains as far as LSU. Of course, Caitlin Clark, Great White Hope, almost you can say. So I think again, it comes down to the media, man. It comes down to the media and the images that they want to portray as far as this is what the black player is giving you, this is what this white player is giving you. I don't like it at all. I just feel like overall it's hurting the game, man. It's bringing attention in where we're talking about the W, but I feel like what we're discussing when it comes to the W is not the conversation that needs to be had to progress the league and bring the league along to me.
So you think it could be the media doing it.
It's definitely the media.
I think people just do it naturally, honestly. I mean, I think they just do. I think they just.
This is America.
The media is really just reporting what they see. I don't think they're making a division or not. I mean, not in my eyes, because I've been watching. I've been following the game for a while.
What, the W?
The W. Even these girls coming to college, like it's not like this is anything new.
Yeah.
I think Angel Reese has always been kind of looked at as the villain because of kind of the way she's moved. I mean, the way she left Maryland.
Yeah, true.
She didn't have absolutely no. She was dominating, doing what she was doing inside the paint. Yeah. She left Maryland because she said she wanted to become a stretch forward. That didn't happen at LSU. That didn't happen. It didn't happen. So, and then she has, NIL and all the antics and everything. I mean, it's kind of is what it is. She kind of has been the villain.
Is she?
I mean,
is she the villain, or has she been painted as the villain?
I think she became the villain. I think she became the villain in that championship game. I think before that, everything was fine. But when she came up and down the court, taunting her the way she was, and I think doing that, and then everybody points to that. That's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when they see Angela Reese, what she did to Caitlin Clark, everybody points to what Caitlin Clark did with the
South Carolina.
No, it wasn't against.
No, it was against Louisville. Because she did it in front of Haley Van Leef's face.
But see, that's the thing. Everybody makes it seem like she did it in front of Haley Van Leef. That's exactly not what happened. Yeah. She hit a three, and she was all the way near her bench in the huddle, looking at her own people doing "Can't See Me" while she was giving them high five. How is those two things the same?
I don't know. But to be fair, Angel Reese said she wasn't doing it to her. Angel Reese said she was just doing it, and the kind of the angle, it looked like she was doing it to Caitlin. I'm just telling you what she said, man. To keep it fair.
Caitlin Clark does this. Angel Reese.
I'm just saying what she. I'm just trying to keep it fair, you know, and what she said.
Not even in the same realm. She followed her up the court, pointing at her finger.
Hold on. We got a caller on the line. Caller, what's your name, man?
You would never, ever say that if that was Caitlin Clark, bro.
So hold on. Say what?
Mr. Dark Skin, Light Skin, Jonesy, man. What's up, man? Carter fan. Look at the tape, man, saying that Angel Reese was becoming a villain. She was paying the villain, homeboy. Look at how disrespectful Caitlin Clark was to that one South Carolina guard. Wasn't guard on the perimeter. She didn't have the jump shot, but that was very, very disrespectful. As a villain.
What are you talking about? If she could, if you don't have no jump shot, that's something you need to work on.
He said he was saying, hold on, Miguel. He was saying that not last year, but the year last year. When she sagged off on it, she kind of like waved at him.
That was against South Carolina.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Yeah. He said that was disrespectful. He was saying like, yes, she can't shoot, but she didn't have to wave her off and all that type of stuff.
I mean, they was doing it to Russell Westbrook in the NBA. Nobody cried to complain.
That's true. That's true.
You know, I mean, if you can't shoot, then that's something you need to work on.
She did.
You
She
know?
came back. She
came back and been stroking. So it's been. But I mean, that's just how basketball goes.
I just feel like you can't tell somebody how to trash talk. So if Caitlin's gonna do her trash talking, however she does it, you can't tell Angel Reese how to trash talk.
No, nobody's saying nothing about Angel Reese's trash talk.
I mean, that was part of the trash talk. The waving in the face, the pointing at the that was trash talk.
Like I said, that waving in the face inside of her own huddle, that's not even pointed towards the team.
Angel Reese, I got your back. You wasn't doing it to Caitlin Clark. I got your back.
I mean, they said that was a celebration.
Hold on, go ahead, Goo.
Well, hold on, though, Jonesy. Here's the thing that everybody's failing to realize is, even with the group, we loved when Caitlin Clark did that stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
We didn't give her a whole lot of, you know what I'm saying, backlash like, oh, she thinks she's this, she thinks she's that. We was like, oh, she's the truth. Mm-hmm. But then when Angel Reese did it, it was a different response. So that's the problem. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like, hold on. We just really all like playing ball here. This is all basketball related.
Let me ask you this question because I want to ask you this, Goo, based off of what you just said. Is that because you feel like race played a factor? Because you said that when Angel Reese did it, it was like, oh, why is she doing this? But when Caitlin Clark did it, we was like, oh, okay, she's with the itch. Do you think race played a part in that and how it was perceived?
I definitely do because, you know, for one thing, she didn't come from a conference that had those type of players. That was LSU and South Carolina. So when she got it, you know, in return, even though she did do it to South Carolina first, she was kind of bullying in her own way. When she got it back, it was like, oh, everybody was in shock. You know what I'm saying? It's like that little poor baby, you know. And I don't like that because she's not exempt from that type of treatment. You know, it's like the old angry black woman stigma. You know what I'm saying? That's just my burden.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but well, to me, I think timing. I think people are going to divide it because of race. I'm not blind to that. But right. I think timing in the game had a lot to do with how I. So
you saying it was the time of the game?
So no. Okay, so Caitlin Clark hit her 6-3 against Louisville.
Right.
It's still like a minute and some change left in the game.
Okay.
And she's going to the bench on the TV timeout. They're high-fiving her because she just tied a playoff record of 6 threes in the tournament. They're high-fiving her. She's pumped up. She hit that in the middle of high-fiving. She looks at her bench like, oh, you can't see me. But again, it's in her huddle. It's a celebration of her hitting the three. It's not like the game's over.
Game's over.
The game's not over, though.
Game's over.
I mean, it wasn't. She hit her 6-3. That wasn't the deciding factor of the game. Versus what Angel Reese did. The game's over. The last couple of seconds, you're going down. She's gloating her win, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think the timing makes a difference.
So I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. So are you saying there's a difference between trash talking and showing somebody up?
I mean, it's
a fine line.
It's a difference between saying, "Oh, I just won. I'm rubbing it in your face," versus I'm celebrating hitting my 6-3. You know what I'm saying? So
what everybody to do is to actually appreciate what's going on and not vilify the same thing because it's on a different side. You know what I mean? Right. Like we can love these people that we watch and all this kind of stuff, but we can't attack other people that show up our favorite player. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, whether they black, whether they shorter or because they're bigger, you know, it's part of the game. You know what I mean? And we love it when they do it because I think the way we responded to Angel Reese is kind of stopped Caitlin Clark from expressing herself the way she normally does. And I want her to be able to do that. You know what I mean?
Nah,
I
I'm
don't
right
think
there.
she's comfortable yet enough, in the WNBA to start that.
Give her
trash
another
talking.
year.
But give her
another
the rest of this
year,
year, and she starts to get comfortable. She's gonna start trash talking.
And I'm with you, man. I'm kind of glad this is happening, and we need to celebrate all of them. But it's funny to me because everybody's talking about what Caitlin Clark's doing.
Yep.
She ain't did nothing but kick in the door.
Yep.
Because I'm telling you now, when Juju Watkins,
Can't wait.
Three more
she's on the
years.
way.
Can't wait.
Listen, her hype train coming is beyond. They
I
probably
know.
they're probably going to say she's the best player in the WNBA before she even steps foot on the court.
You know what?
She's
I would not be surprised if she
She's
forgoed her senior year and left after her junior
100%.
season.
I mean,
I wouldn't be
just think
surprised.
about the NIL and what she's going to come.
That's what I'm saying.
She's probably going to come with LeBron and Whitney type. hype for a reason.
If Juju gets one chip before her junior season or by her junior season, I see her doing.
See, Caitlin Clark's just labeled the greatest shooter.
Yep.
Juju Watkins just come and labeled the GOAT.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, Goo, man, we appreciate you for calling in, my guy.
For real.
I'm gonna let y'all cook, but I just want to let my boy know the dark skin board meeting, man. It's definitely 9 o'clock tonight. Don't be late, my boy.
Come on, man. I'm here, baby.
I
I'm here,
appreciate
baby.
you, Goo.
You already know what it is. I'm gonna tap in with you.
Yep. Oh man. So, but yeah. So you said, as far as race, you said it does play a big factor.
I think it plays a factor naturally, and it should. I think because basketball is a predominantly black sport, so
Right.
anybody of that
Right.
other color is probably going to get a little bit. You know,
And
they're
I
probably
think
going to get more.
that's part of the push. Is
Yeah.
like you said, it's a predominantly
No,
black-
Ralph.
I
No,
don't think it's a part of
this
the
is
push,
beyond the
though.
game. Do you think that Caitlin's getting the push because she is white
100%.
and they're banking on her being the great
She
white
gets-
hope? You know
she
what I'm
gets-
saying?
I said it already.
I think she's going to get it because of her jump shot first and foremost. Because if she couldn't shoot,
I think
we wouldn't be here.
As my uncle Shannon Sharp would say, two things can be true, right?
Absolutely.
They both
I
do.
think they're pushing it because they do see, it's a predominantly black sport, and this white woman is very good, and that's why she's getting the push. Because, like you said, if she was averaging coming into the WNBA 8 points and 3 rebounds, would nobody care. Would nobody care.
No.
But the fact is that she started getting notoriety in her sophomore year, and then she backed it up her junior year by going to the championship, and then backed it up again her senior
She
year.
caught
well
everybody,
deserved.
she caught
It's well
everybody
deserved.
off guard her freshman year.
100%.
So, do y'all think the attention that she's getting,
It's
good
well
or
deserved.
bad? I was getting ready
It's
to
well
ask.
deserved.
Okay.
Well deserved.
It's
100%.
deserved.
Well deserved.
Because
She's
some
a
people
game
would
changer.
think different, like, she don't deserve. And I'm like, regardless of how you feel about it, she can hoop.
When it
So
comes
the
to
All-time leading
Score.
scorer in NCAA
Come on, man.
history.
And beyond that, when it comes to shooting, I think Steph Curry, I think Dame Lillard, and I think Caitlin Clark. That's it. And everybody, you filled in the blank for me. You know what I mean? Come on.
Which
man.
I think she has to do a little bit more in the W
I
before
think
we
it is
can put
good.
her in that argument
Oh,
with
well,
Steph.
No,
but
yeah,
because
but
of Sabrina Anichu, I'm
Exactly.
sorry, it's not
She's
even.
killing it
Yeah,
in
so
college, too.
she's a better shooter, but she just doesn't have the range. I've never seen. There's no girls that have.
Sabrina got range.
Not
Now,
like
now
Caitlin.
she might
Not
she
like
might not shoot it with range as much as Caitlin,
Yeah.
but she definitely got the same
But, I
range
mean,
as Caitlin.
Caitlin's bringing this excitement in, and if you follow her career, she got better as a passer and everything.
Oh, yeah,
as time
yeah,
went
yeah,
along
yeah.
Through college, so it's really just following her journey.
Yeah,
You know.
without a doubt, man. So we great to take a quick commercial break here on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. When we come back, Angel Reese had a couple of comments that she made at her press conference, and when we come back, we gonna get into them on Beyond the Game.
Ah, man, I'm telling you,
It wasn't necessary.
she's always doing something, man. She's
Like you
always
said,
doing
she got to
something.
put herself like, y'all can't forget about me.
Man, listen, fade to the back like all the other big men do, because that's what makes to me.
I just think she has a fan base, bro. You don't have.
She
to
don't
prove
know she
yourself.
does have a
You
fan
don't have to
base,
prove
but
yourself,
I mean,
man.
I just think
Outside
as
of the court.
it gets to when it comes to the WNBA, it's hard to maintain it as a big. I mean, Asia Wilson's probably the best big I've seen. If y'all really watched her,
Simone Augustus, I'll put her over
Simone-
her.
She wasn't no big
True. Asia Wilson? No, Simone.
Oh, Asia Wilson, my bad. I thought you said
Asia
Asia. My
Wilson.
bad. I said Angel
I'm
Reese.
talking
My
about
bad. My bad.
Asia
My
Wilson
bad.
like
My
a
bad.
guard.
The way, you
My
know,
bad.
Asia Wilson, she's got that jumper, the quickness, and all that.
Absolutely.
She's cold.
If she don't get hurt, she might go down.
I'm trying to tell
If
you.
she don't get
I
hurt,
mean, Diana Taurasi's right now holds it to me.
Bruh.
I mean, that's why I said she's it right
She will
now.
forever be my goat.
She's it right now.
It's like
She will forever be my
Caitlin
goat.
Clark is getting more recognition
That's what
than
I'm
they are
talking
getting.
about. That's that Michael Jordan mentality. So you hold on to a player and you just can't let him go and
But I
let
don't
somebody
think
else
Caitlin
come
Clark-
back.
Let somebody pass up.
I don't think Caitlin Clark's going to
Asia Wilson will, just like LeBron did.
No, Asia Wilson's definitely coming.
She's coming.
She's
Two-time,
coming. But right
two-time
now,
league MVP,
Right
two-time
Diana
champ.
Taurasi or Asia Wilson.
Asia Wilson. right
Asia
there.
Wilson.
She's
Only
been the best
because
player in the
she's
league.
younger.
She's been the best player in the league for a while. You know, Diana Taurasi's on like a LeBron type thing
Yeah,
where she's still
41,
productive.
yeah.
Still hooping. Y'all
Yeah,
seen her
but she's
numbers
completely
the past couple
come on,
games?
She just hit 35.
That's what I'm saying,
She
bro.
just hit 35.
Still
She's
hooping, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but she
Sean,
hit
we
like
can.
seven 3-pointers. So
Yeah, we can.
she hit like 7 tray balls.
Come on,
Yes,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, so she is cooking. I give it to her. But
Let Asia Wilson three-peat this
I
season.
know, bro. It's hard
Let
to
her
say,
three-peat
bro.
it
this
looks
season.
like they are.
I like their squad, bro. I like
look like they
what's her
are.
name? Used to Plum. They used to mess with Waller.
Man,
I like
listen,
her game, bro.
Aces are so deep. They just cut the third all-time leading scorer in NCAA. That's how
Come
deep
on,
they
bro.
this bitch is.
The point guard from
Syracuse, yeah, they
bro.
just cut her.
Bro.
And she had just had a good game. She had like 15 points, and then they just cut her.
So,
Welcome back to Beyond the Game on WLSU 93.9 FM. We still continue on with our WNBA talk. And Angel Reese, she had some comments to make in the media the other day. Here it is right here.
Championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now, and understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that, because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
It's not because of one person, but it's because of me too.
Me.
Jones,
Me too.
get in
Jones' favorite
Jones,
player.
get in the kitchen and cook for me real quick on Miss
Here
Reese.
she go,
You know what they
man.
gonna say about you.
I already
You
know.
hating?
I mean, it is what it is. See, it's that mentality right there, man, that I'm like, goodness gracious, man. It's always that Mr. Me Too. Me too, you know.
So do you think she's doing that because she feels slighted, like she's not getting enough credit for what
Absolutely.
what attention she's bringing to the WNBA?
She's bringing attention to
Well,
the
who she want that
WNBA.
attention from?
But exactly, she wants more attention from the media, I'm assuming. But
They're not gonna do.
we're already giving
Not
you
gonna do
recognition. We do acknowledge it, but of course she's yearning.
But see, that's the thing, Jones. She don't want to be acknowledged. She wants the same coverage Caitlin Clark is getting.
She's not going to get it. They're not going to get it because
Sorry.
she doesn't have an exciting, fan-friendly type of style of play.
Well, that's a good point.
I mean, and that's just
She
what it
doesn't
is.
have a game that people gravitate to and watch
They
and be like,
don't.
"Oh,
It's always the guards. It's how it's always been.
Basketball's the guard.
That's it.
Football
guards
is
and
the quarterback.
wings.
It is what it is.
I mean,
bro.
and she got accepted now. She gets her just dues, and I think she
100%,
always gets
bro.
them, and she has them. But I think she's a little jealous of Caitlin Clark getting
I
more
hate using
attention.
that word, man.
I mean, it is what it is.
I don't know, man." Because
I hate
I
using that word, man.
man, Jones, bro, I don't think she's jealous. I
That's why I say
really,
it's more frustration.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I think it's more frustration
Jealous is a
because
strong word.
Angel
she may
Reese.
not be jealous,
Because
but
I think
she's
Angel Reese, in her own
she's
right,
rich and
is
she doesn't
clocking
have
dollars.
to be
She's got money.
She does.
She's
May
getting
not be
fame,
jealous.
fortune, and all. So
let
I
me
think
backtrack
she's
on
cool
Let me
with
backtrack.
that. I think, like Ralph said, I think she's frustrated because she's like, hold on, fam. This league and this rookie class is more than just her. You got me. You got what's the girl from the Minnesota Lynx? She played for Utah. Peel.
Pele.
She just. I think it was a couple of days ago. She had 20 points. She shot 4 for 4 from the 3-point line. Like she was hooping. And then you got Cameron Brink with her.
Cameron Brink is hooping.
That's what I'm saying. I think this.
Other girl that went to LA from Tennessee. What's her name?
I know you're talking about. And then you got Camila Cardoso.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you have more women in this rookie class who are starting to make their imprint on the season. And I think that's what Angel Reese is alluding to. She just kind of messed up her
But
words
you know what
bit.
all them girls got that she don't? A jump shot. So let's just start right there. Because everybody, Cardoso got a little jump shot, don't she?
She got.
She got Caitlin Clark.
She ain't got.
She
No,
got.
you know what I'm saying? All the bigs
15
that
and
she
in
named.
jump shot.
Yeah, and Angela Reese ain't even got that.
You know what it is? It's Steph Curry.
That's it.
is Steph Curry. Steph Curry
He
has made the
game.
long ball that exciting to
and
where
Caitlin Clark has been doing it since her sophomore year.
That's
She was
what I'm
doing
saying.
it her freshman year.
that's what I'm saying.
So,
So
and that's just what it is. I mean, she
ain't
just
no
brings a
Steph Curry.
different type of
The
excitement.
crazy part is people say, "Oh, well, Steph Curry ruined the game." But if you look at the WNBA, is he really ruining it? Because now people are watching it because of
Because of what she did, man. Yeah, but that's just what it is with Angel Reese, man. I mean, I'm not saying she's wrong about anything she said.
I am.
I'm just not a fan of her.
I'm gonna say she's
I don't
wrong
like that.
only for that press conference clip.
I like the Mr. Me Too attitude because Anthony Edwards has a me attitude.
Right.
But it's more about him
I can't wait to
taking.
talk about Lakers.
I don't know if
It's
that's
not
gonna
happening,
happen.
bro.
But he takes
Don't waste your time,
accountability.
Anthony.
It's like, okay, when you're in the media, you know, and you on this pedestal, some people want to take, you take ownership, own up to whatever, that's going on. And that's just not something that Angel Reese does. She kind of wants to.
Do you think she's speaking up for the players who don't want to speak up, like the Cameron Brink, the Camila Cardoso? Like, do you think she's speaking up for those women because we're not in these locker rooms, right? So we don't know what's being said behind. Like, why she getting all this attention?
Why would you even think she's speaking for them when she said it's not just about her? It's me too. She said me. She didn't mention them.
I'm trying to throw Angel a lifeline, bro.
Take it back.
Take it back.
Take it back.
Take it back.
Save that for somebody else.
Don't save her.
Save that for somebody else.
Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her.
I don't want to keep bashing because shout out to her, man. She getting her just due.
Yes, she is. She's doing all right. We got another caller line. Caller, what's your name?
Q, what's going on? This is Shy.
We got the world's worst referee on the line. We got Sean in the building. So, Sean,
Get off of that.
No.
Tell us right
No. So
stop the whole conversation. It was a walk. She walked.
She
So
walked.
we should be talking about.
So go ahead, Sean, man. Get it off your chest. What's on your mind? You want to continue the conversation we had for the next 2 minutes real quick?
Well, yeah, me and you was going back basically with McNutt and Stephen A. Smith.
I love
and
it.
you was basically saying, why not give a segment to the WNBA or women's sports once a week? My point is, if you Stephen A. Smith, you don't have to because that hasn't been your niche. That's not what got you to the point that you are now.
Well,
I think that's the point that
that's what she was alluding to. That's the whole point of it. He doesn't have to, but why can't he? Like and we talked about this when we was going back and forth. What Drav's first take, what Drav's undisputed is LeBron, Jordan, Dallas Cowboys, NBA, NFL. That's every day, all day. But you tell me, Sean, what is wrong with one segment, 10 minutes out of a week, dedicating that to the WNBA? And I know you're going to say, well, it wasn't interesting. Well, how do people know if it's interesting or not if nobody talks about it and brings it to the light?
I know what people say it wasn't interesting. It wasn't interesting to you. There's some people who have been watching the WNBA, bro. I didn't just start watching the WNBA this season.
No.
So it's been interesting, bro.
I was liking the WNBA, but Caitlin Clark in college was more interesting.
As simple as that. And now she's in the WNBA, so guess what?
We're rolling with that.
Rolling right in there.
That's what it is.
Go ahead, Sean.
That's all he had to say.
But you are kind of making my point for me. Look, those shows are drove by whatever the public wants to talk about. And it's easier now than ever before because they can see what people are talking about on social media. As I told you yesterday, ESPN has the numbers, they have the data of what do people tune into. When are their ratings the highest and when are they the lowest? And their business is for eyeballs. 3 years ago, nobody was talking about the WNBA. Nobody was watching the WNBA. So why would you give it attention? Now that you got Caitlin Clark and Angela Reese and you have all this controversy, it is now the number one topic. First Take and Undisputed and Get Up and all these shows. But
the point I was making to you, Sean, is that baseball is not a hot topic, right? But whenever Bryce Harper, Sean Otani, whenever they do something historic or great, what do? They talk about it. So in the WNBA, you can do the same thing. Nobody is saying you got to talk about it every day, all day. But when something happens historic or doesn't, like for instance, Candace Parker, she won MVP and Rookie of the Year. You tell me how is that not a story that they can talk about for one segment for 10 minutes? Tell me how they can't talk about that.
She got that though. I think she did it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so why can't they have little stories like that when something great happens?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like I said, man. I mean, what's really been going on? Great. I think Asia Wilson's been she's been
Back to
dominating.
back.
Back to back.
She's back to back. She's back to
It
back.
ain't
I
nothing.
think she should
Ain't nothing
have
going
more
on in the
praise.
W.
Ain't nothing
Ain't nothing happening.
Ain't nothing happening in the
Because Asia
W.
Wilson is putting together a great resume that should have been talked about more. But again, like I said, I mean, you can talk about that. And you can talk about her getting 20 and 15. And then you see Caitlin Clark.
What about the coaches? What about Becky Hammond, who was a coach
On the Spurs and then went over
to the.
That's
to the
that's
W
another
back to
story.
back.
And you know when that happened? 3 years ago.
Come on, bro.
I mean, but then when you see Caitlin Clark hit 10 3-pointers, 3 of them on a fast break from the half court, it's just a little bit more exciting. Her whole career has been exciting, and it's been more for her.
Go ahead, Sean.
And what are we talking about? We're talking about a flagrant foul. That is what has dominated the. We ain't even talked about the game. I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch the WNBA. I can't tell you how many teams are in the WNBA.
See. I'm gonna stop you right there. What'd you say? You don't watch the WNBA. So if you don't watch the WNBA, how do you know about the storylines that could have been talked about 3 and 4 seasons ago? Then, if you don't watch it,
But if I wanted to watch it, I would watch it. It's not like I couldn't watch it.
but see, that's a personal preference. Then you chose not to watch it. No, nobody is telling you not to watch it. You chose not to watch it.
And two, that's the point. It is a personal preference. And what I've been hearing, especially from especially people who have been covering the WNBA, is basically telling me if I'm a sports fan, I should be watching the WNBA all along.
No. That's not what they're
that's
saying.
not what
That is
anybody's
not
saying.
what they're saying. They're
Nobody's
not saying
telling
just
you
because
you
you're a
should
sports
watch
fan,
it.
you have. I'm a sports fan. I don't watch hockey.
And see, that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, man. It's getting
That's
so
big
much.
for the goal.
But I tell you what though, if something interesting or amazing was going on in hockey and they did a 10-minute segment about it on First Take Undisputed, I'm gonna see what the heck just happened in hockey.
See, and that's what the problem is.
Think you're going to talk about something in hockey if somebody take a stick and hit somebody on top of the head like happened 7-8 years ago.
The problem is exactly what Sean. No, and it's none.
There is.
The problem is exactly what Sean alluded to. He hasn't watched the WNBA, and he don't watch the WNBA. Yet he's got a comment
about the WNBA not being interesting.
And
so
that's what we can't feed into.
So how do you know if it's not interesting or not if you don't even watch it?
That's why you don't entertain it. You can't. And see, you got a lot of people like him, and then people are entertaining this. Because when he told me I don't watch it, and I ain't been watching it, then I don't really.
All you got to do, Sean, is say, "Look, I checked out
that.
the WNBA, and it wasn't for me. It ain't my speed." But to say you don't watch it, well, then you can't say there's nothing interesting going on.
Because so many people dive into what they see on TV, and you comment about what you see and not really watching the game.
But you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything good, bad, or indifferent about the WNBA itself. I'm just talking about the reaction, and some of the reaction, like Monica McNutt had to Stephen A. and said, well, you should be doing this all the time.
She was 100% correct, bro. She was 100% correct. All that Monica was saying in total is like is the WNBA has been going on for a long time. Stephen A. has one of the biggest platforms out there.
Yeah.
Like Hugh said to you, one segment every week for 5 to 10 minutes. That is not going to hurt First Take. People are not going to stop watching First Take because they spend 10 minutes once a week covering the WNBA.
Asia Wilson's been a baller.
And what we keep trying to say is there are stories that are happening every year, not just this year in the WNBA, that could have been covered by Stephen A. He just chose not to cover it.
That's his fault. And that's what Monica McNutt was saying.
I mean, you had Candace Parker's last year. Candace Parker's last year.
Other hot take show wasn't covering it either.
Okay,
but they don't have the voice. They don't have the voice that Stephen A. Smith has. And the Joe Jones just brought up a point. Candace Parker just retired. She's one of the all-time greats. You mean to tell me they could spend 5 to 10 minutes glorifying her career?
First is, man, Sean's not going to understand because he doesn't watch.
He doesn't watch it.
So it's pointless to even try to get him to understand something he don't even know nothing about to see.
And again, when she was talking to Stephen A., Sean, she was talking to Stephen A. Of course, that Fox Sports could have covered it, and other networks could have covered it. But she's on First Take, she's on ESPN, and she's talking to Stephen A. Smith. And with the platform that he has, they could have been covering the WNBA.
I mean, Diana Taurasi
it's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt that show.
And I tell you what, Sean, I do you one even better. You brought up the analytics, and ESPN has all these numbers of when the show is at its highest. The show is, guess what? won't you just do the 10 minutes when the show is at its lowest? You ain't missing nothing already anyways.
But
it's already at its lowest.
Also, to the WNBA does a terrible job
Of
at
marketing.
promoting and marketing their players.
100%.
So that and college does so much better. With
That's
the
a fact.
women. So that's why Angel Reese. That's why
That's why we know who
Caitlin
they
Clarkson
are,
has
bro.
momentum because they're getting marketed more in the college
100%.
basketball, and it's going to be a better way because now you got these college stars that's getting marketed. They're coming,
Yep.
and they're coming with their own fan base.
And we're waiting for
So
them, like you
and,
said.
and it's
Juju
just going
Juju.
to help the WNBA because it ain't all on them. Them girls that's also in the WNBA could do a better job of marketing themselves as well.
You ain't got to jump on. I'll go ahead, Sean.
Go ahead, Sean.
I just got one last question for y'all.
Go ahead.
Oh, seriously, how long do you think the WNBA keeps this momentum?
For the next 10 plus, for the next 5 to 10 years,
It's-
if not more.
It's going to be a while, Sean, because like Jones alluded to, you have Juju Watkins who's coming down the
Yeah,
pipeline. So
yeah.
that's 3 years. So by the time Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, Cameron Brink,
What's
That's
the
what-
other
Taylor
point
Clark.
guard
That's what I was
in
going to
South
say.
Carolina? What's
So
that
if
other
you don't
point
watch the
guard?
basketball, Hannah
I know who you
Hidalgo,
talking
Yeah.
about.
Hannah Hidalgo,
Her
Notre
too.
Dame,
No,
and Full Wiley for South
That,
Carolina.
that's her. That's her.
Come on,
Full
bro.
Wilder with the
She's
handle.
a-
She's almost like
Come on,
Kyrie
man.
Irving with
Come
handles
on,
in her
bro.
skill set, not
Come on.
on the women's side. So you got Hannah Hidalgo for Notre Dame.
Come on, bro.
You got Juju Watkins at Southern Cal,
Come on.
and then you got Full Wiley
Come on.
right over there at South Carolina.
And then not
All
to
three
mention,
of them is a sophomore.
you have these women coming up now who are dunking more. So
That's it.
you got them coming down
So
the
you got
pipeline
a lot of
too.
generational talent coming that's going to help the women's game. And these girls is already coming with a following. I mean, you got these girls that, like he said, that's been dunking. They're already YouTube sensations,
Come on, bro.
and they have people following their careers, and they're going to do some things in college basketball,
Mhm.
and it is going to elevate the WNBA because they're coming with the hype train. They're coming with the deals, and then they get these NIL deals. They're already going to be, their
Magnified
faces-
even more.
Their faces, their images is already going to be there.
And let me do this. I mean, I'm in the gym all the time, and I have my 18-year refereeing career. I have seen
I knew you was gonna
girls
say
get
something.
better at basketball.
I
I have
know.
seen this, so I know how skillful they
Yeah,
are.
drop it.
And but I'm in that environment on the high school level. Being a Louisville fan, I watch Louisville
Can you
play, but
boo? Go ahead.
Hey,
it's just I just haven't invested in the WNBA, but I'm not even that invested in the NBA into playoff time.
All right,
That's a great point, brother. It's a great
That's
point.
right.
I don't know what point he just made.
I don't know, but Sean, this is what I recommend you do. And if you don't, I'm gonna give them a game to watch. Watch the next time the New York Liberty play the Las Vegas Aces. Watch that game whenever I don't know how the
Breonna
schedule in front of
Stewart.
me, but
Come on, bro.
you have Brianna Stewart, you have Sabrina Anichku, you have Kelsey Plum, you have Asia. There has plenty of star power in that game. Watch that game, and then we'll revisit this. And if you still don't like it, hey, you just don't like it.
Too many people.
Fair enough.
All right, Sean, appreciate you calling in, my guy.
All right, man.
It was like pulling teeth, trying to ask her to watch.
I mean,
WNBA.
yeah. I mean, that's why-
Just watch it.
Just
Sean.
watch
That's
it.
what the problem is, man. Too many people. that don't
Just
watch
one
it.
game.
Thank you, bro.
Just one game,
That's
and
why
then
I
if you
don't
don't like it, you don't like
If you
it.
don't watch it, then
I just don't get the
have
hate
a
on the
conversation.
women's game, man. I don't get it, man.
Because
I
it-
ain't
because
gonna
it's-
tell you
But
to
this
watch it.
is the
You
thing
can't
I
watch it.
don't get. People don't like the WNBA, and that's cool. Like like you just said, they don't like the WNBA because they not done. Well, people say the same thing about the NBA. It's soft, they don't like it, all they do. Well, then what do you? If you gonna watch the
That's
NBA
it.
and you don't like that,
And the thing about it with me, man, I think the NBA is the best that it's ever been, ever, right now.
and you got the GOAT playing.
Because you got LeBron James. I leave my comments to myself about him being
When you say his name, you put GOAT in front of that
but
name.
that's not him because it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. No, I'm just saying the NBA is the greatest it's ever been right now.
Yeah.
With generational talent, even in the middle
Talk
tier.
to him, Jones.
I mean,
Talk
you
to him,
got
Jones.
Russell Westbrook, Harden. A lot of these guys have Hall of Fame careers.
Right.
Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at Kevin Durant. You got a lot of LeBron James,
Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Hall of Fame careers are coming towards the end.
Right.
You got a lot of guys that's kind of middle tier that's getting ready to transition.
Right.
Giannis, Joker, Embiid.
And then you got Anthony Edwards coming up.
Then
You
you
got
got
John
Anthony
Morant
Edwards
coming up. He
and
can
then
keep
you
himself
got that
together.
man.
Let's
Then
stay there
you
real
got-
quick. How
then
y'all feel about that freestyle?
Then you got that man with me. Then you looking at.
You didn't like it?
It was cool. It was cute.
Oh, yeah, no.
It was cute.
I like
Hey
bro.
man, I like Killer Cam.
I do too. I like it, bro.
And you should have rethought what you was saying.
That's a fact, bro.
Adidas.
Yeah,
You need a big shit.
Did you watch the episode
Man, I
after he
watched
did that? Hey, you see where he's about to
Watch
go at
it.
Adidas?
Come on, man.
Cam
Don't
is
mess
about
with
to go
Killer
at
Cam.
Adidas.
Hey,
He was doing all right with the show. I don't know why they won't smoke with Cam.
Hey, man, he ain't bother nobody.
Shit, you know he coming with the Dipset.
He
Jim
ain't
Jones
bother,
still
he ain't
out
bother
here.
nobody.
Don't get Jim Jones started.
And before we get off of this topic, we only got 10 minutes left. Let's talk about Pat McAfee
Wow.
and him calling Caitlin Clark, a white B-word. Like, is that where we at with it now? Like,
I didn't like it at all.
feel how you feel about whatever you feel. Like, feel how you feel, but
I ain't like it.
this is somebody's daughter at the end of the day.
Come on,
This is
man.
somebody's sister, cousin, auntie, maybe. And you
They
call,
gave him all that money, so he's going to have privilege. He should be taking
and
off
you
that.
calling her, a white bee on national TV, and you think that's all right, bro?
That's
Like,
not
is that where we get with? And then you backtrack and you apologize. No,
Too late now, brother.
no, bro. Like,
It was the way he said it. It was
Yeah,
just
cringe worthy.
it came out. Bro.
it came out. It
Yeah.
came out with like such
Yeah.
aggression and
Yeah.
like he meant that, like you meant it. And it's like, bro,
That was whack.
like that's what you
That was
want
whack.
right
But I
now,
think-
dog.
But I think that's when we talk about race playing a part in this, man.
I mean,
There was some anger that was in him with the treatment of Caitlin Clark, bro.
And
They
that-
don't like,
but that's fine. Feel how you feel, but you ain't got to go that
I
far
know,
with
it
it.
was
You
way
know what I'm
too
saying?
far.
Like
That was
that's
way too far.
that sound like that's
McAfee
personal.
does a lot of way too far stuff to
I
me,
think
bro.
I'm not really a fan of Pat McAfee.
I'm not either, bro.
It's not like I
I'm
watch
not
the
either,
show.
bro.
You know,
He was
I didn't
fun.
watch it before. I think man, he came when he came. It was
What's up
like
with these kickers
ESPN
nowadays?
it's like he wasn't even a face
Him,
of
Harrison
ESPN.
Buckner. What's up with these kickers and stuff?
I don't know,
nowadays,
bro.
They well, man.
Uh-uh.
I mean, he had his own little show at ESPN. Just fired everybody and came and was like, "Here he is."
Yeah,
And
they
it's like,
might fire him, but
behind that
anyway.
statement, man.
NBA, real quick, we got the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics
Let's
about
go.
to play in the
Let's go.
Let's
NBA
go.
Finals this Thursday. Well, tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
brother.
I'm gonna get you on this, Jones. I'm gonna get
Yes,
you
sir.
last. I'm gonna get you last on this.
You already know.
I'm going with the Mavericks and 6 in this joint right here, just because I want to see Kyrie get a ring without LeBron. I want to see Luka get his first ring,
Yeah.
and I do think they have the backcourt firepower to do so.
100%,
The
right.
last time we
Yeah.
seen the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals, Jason Tatum was turning it over left and right. He had an
Shell
NBA.
of himself.
He had an
No,
NBA
man.
record for turnovers when they played
Yeah.
against the Golden State
Yeah.
Warriors.
Yeah.
He has been up and down throughout this playoff. I mean, Jason Tatum, he's been up and down throughout this playoff. His numbers, as far as averages, look good.
Yeah.
But as far as his play is concerned,
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown has been the most consistent player for the
100%.
Boston Celtics, and then followed by Derek White. And then you can even put, Al Horford in there a little bit, and then put Jason Tatum. As far as consistency, not game, y'all.
Someone
Not
said
game,
that's why he got that
consistency.
contract.
But then, anyways, I'm going to go with Mavericks and 6 in this joint. Clay, who you got?
Man, Q, we do not agree too often, bro. But
Maybe
I'm-
like 3 times a year.
I'm speaking directly from the heart, bro, and I truly want to see Luka win his first one.
Yeah.
I truly want to see Kyrie win one without LeBron.
Yeah.
I like what Kyrie and Luka do together. I like how they play off each other. I will be one of the first to say I did not think it was going to work when the trade first happened, but they have proven me
I didn't think it was gonna work
100%
either.
wrong. What these two do in clutch time, that's what I love most about what they did against the Nuggets, and then in the next series, who they just beat,
The Wolves.
The Wolves. Bro, in clutch time, bro. Kyrie and Luka, give them the ball and watch them work.
That's it.
So I'm going with Q. I think that the Mavs will be able to pull this off.
Yeah.
In 6, shout out to PJ Washington, BBN. I
Let's
want
go.
to get
Oh my
one.
God.
That's
And
right.
Jones, I'm gonna pass the mic to you, my brother.
Hold on, before I let you go, Jones, rank the top 5 players in the NBA Finals. Rank them. Top 5.
If you want,
Go ahead.
Yeah, in order. Top 5.
Man, y'all ain't gonna like it. So I'm going Luka number 1.
Okay.
I'm going Kyrie number 2.
Okay.
At this point right now, I'm going Jaylen Brown number 3.
Uh-huh.
I'm going Tatum number 4. And man, who else we got to choose from?
I would throw Derek.
Holiday.
Ooh, no. I would throw Derek White. For me, that's my number
Because you got
5.
Derek White, but I like the big man from Dallas, man. I think Gafford's been playing his butt off, man.
Yeah.
So
Lively when he does play, when he's healthy. I
I
should
don't
say.
know. I don't know who to put at number 5.
I would put Lively at number 5 just because of double.
Over Gafford?
Yeah, I mean, because Lively, he's probably going to be like a 12 and 12 but 12 and 12 is crucial.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, man. So talking about that series,
Who
man,
we got, Jones?
I'm going with the Mavs too as well, but I'm going with the Mavs in 5.
Mavs is
I'm going with the Mavs in 5. And here's what I.
You only giving Boston one?
It's going to be
trade.
It's going to be a mimic of what we've seen with the Timberwolves. One, you got to think, man, the storyline is really not set up for Boston to win. I mean, Boston hasn't.
That's fair.
Boston has been. They kind of moseyed along. They kind of moseyed along the whole Eastern Conference thing because so many teams was injured, so many players was injured. So they haven't really been playing good, like you said. Jason Tatum's been inconsistent. They kind of don't really know what they're doing. They've lost 2 of their first 3 game ones in these series that they played.
That's a good point, bro.
So they just been too inconsistent, too up and down. Now you got Porzingis coming back.
Right.
Is he going to be rusty? They need him, so they're going to be trying to figure things out. Meanwhile, you got the Mavs. The Mavs are clicking on all cylinders. You got Kyrie and Luka both playing great. They got everybody locked in, dialed in, focused, and they're playing together.
Guess what, though? Luka got rest, too.
And Luka got rest.
Luka got rest, too.
So they're coming with a lot of momentum. It's just they're playing better basketball as a team. Everybody's trusting.
Chip on the shoulder.
But everybody's trusting in everybody. Everybody's stepped their game up. From P.J. Washington, Gafford, they've all stepped their game up.
I don't want to cut you off, but what credit you give to Jason Kidd in that situation?
Jason Kidd's coaching and he's sharp right now.
Yeah.
The way he's running the offense and stuff. So what's going to happen is I think Kyrie's going to steal game 1.
Okay.
Kyrie's going to steal game 1. It's going to be a statement game.
Yep.
I think so. I think game 2. I think in game 2 it's going to be a close game, but Luka's going to come out and close
that game 2. Okay.
So I think that's what's going to happen in game 2. Game 3, when they go back home, Luka again. He's gonna that's what we're gonna do. I think the Celtics hold off and win game 4 the same way the Timberwolves did. And then you're gonna go back to game 5. I think it's gonna be a repeat. It's gonna be another 25-point quarter from Luka to shut everything down. But see, I think also it's kind of turmoil in that locker room because who's the star over? Is it Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum?
I think they battled that for a long time. It's been a question for a long time.
Do y'all think they care?
Yes,
them two.
Absolutely.
Them two. Not the media.
They may not say anything, but I think as far as competition, I think they
do care. And then also you got to understand is they don't even have no big.
Porzingis.
Al Horford. Okay, so you got Kyrie and Luka coming down here. They're going to see Porzingis, and they see nothing.
No, Jones. I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do. They're gonna do the same thing to Porzingis that they did to Rudy Gobert. Come on out here. Come on out. Put him in pick and rolls. Let's move his feet. Come on out here.
If you take Porzingis out, because we don't even know if he's healthy, you got Al Horford.
That's what I'm saying. And not even that. Porzingis is not known to be the best defensive player either. So they're gonna pull him. They're gonna keep putting too many pick and roll actions to where Porzingis is going. I'm trying to tell you.
Live City. So I think it's over in 5.
And
it's just. I mean,
another Dallas team's win, except for the Cowboys.
With 5 guards. The Celtics been using 5 guards and Al Horford this far. You can't come. You ain't gonna be able to come with Luka and then with Al Horford down there.
Al Horford would school my mama, bro. Like, he
wasn't even a shot blocker in his prime.
It's a bro. He can't jump over a Jet magazine. Come on, man.
A shot blocker in his prime.
He said, before we get out of here, Ovale Johnson, he said Derek White is the X factor for real, one of the top shot blocking guards in the league. I would like to know who your predictions are. As a matter of fact, everybody comment who y'all predictions are, who y'all got winning the NBA Finals down below. But
Derek White guard, P.J. Washington.
If that's the case,
Kyrie.
That's barbecue chicken.
Kyrie gonna cook whoever's guarding him.
Exactly.
Can't nobody guard Kyrie.
I don't know. They might put Jaylen Brown on him.
Okay, he's gonna get
they might put Jaylen Brown on him.
Somebody can't guard Luka, so Derek White he might guard Kyrie
by committee.
Jaylen Brown guard Kyrie. That's 35. 35.
I don't know. I think Jaylen Brown can make it difficult. Now the only problem
Kyrie
is
can hit difficult shots.
They're going to rotate on Luka into the fourth quarter, and I think Jason Tatum will probably take Luka in the fourth quarter.
You notice Jason Tatum's game has been off playing power forward, and they don't have
because he's not a power forward. He's a small forward.
So and that's been throwing him off.
Because they do the small ball.
So now he's been down there battling and doing all that, and it throws his offense.
And that's what I was gonna say when Q said that Jaylen Brown's gonna guard Kyrie, is the energy he's gonna have to put towards guard Kyrie. Kyrie ain't easy to guard,
Hey,
bro.
good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
But anyway,
Mavs in 5.
Mavs in 5, Mavs in 6, Mavs in 6, man. We get ready to get on up out of here. We appreciate everybody who tuned in, who like, share, subscribe to whatever it is we got going on with YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, make sure you download the podcast on all major podcast streaming platforms. We get ready to get up out of here. As always, treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mom. We up at this thing, y'all. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Lily Rochelle, and this is Radio Lex, the voice
I ain't slide through. I don't know what.
of
Usually he would
89 FM.
send me a message and be like, "Hey, Q, I'm on my way. I'm late."